Hey guys, welcome back to Board Watch. I'm Brian.
I'm Joey.
And I may sound like crap, but I at least feel a lot better than I was like 12 hours ago when I made that update video, so...
He's looking better. A little less.
We got this.
Yellow.
Doesn't look like there's any questions before episode 5, so let's just get right into it.
In the light of the seven, I now proclaim Tommen of the House Baratheon, first of his name, King of the Andals and the First Men, and Lord of the Seven Kingdoms. Long may he reign! Long may he reign!
Tywin. So let's go. Tommen in place.
He's like, I've already got him in my pocket.
Oh yeah. He's gonna be able to breed a king that listens to him until he's dead.
You're still interested in being queen, I take it. After all that's happened. Sounds strange, I know, but I haven't even given any thought to it. What comes next? It would be a great honor, of course. But I will have to speak to my father about it.
How can I rule 7 kingdoms if I can't control Slaver's Bay? Why should anyone trust me? Why should anyone follow me?
You're a Targaryen. You're the mother of dragons.
I need to be more than that. I will not let those I have freed slide back into chains. I will not sail for Westeros.
What then?
I will do what queens do. I will rule.
Who would pass the bloody gate?
Lord Peter Baelish and his niece Elaine.
Dang, that is like an impenetrable fortress. Oh god, this crazy kid.
I'm done waiting, Peter. We had a wedding night many years ago. Don't you remember?
Like it was yesterday.
What wife would
He
do
seems
for
so
you the things
disappointed.
I've done for you? What wife would trust you the way I've trusted you? You gave me those drops and told me to pour them into John's wine, my husband's wine. And you told me to write a letter to
He killed John Aaron. She killed John Aaron. Oh man.
People want to ask you about that after.
Oh, I never saw that coming. Oh.
The deed is done. Faded into nothing. Only speaking of it can make it real.
He's so good.
Tonight it is
And
then.
also fucked up.
He started everything in this show.
Everything.
Let me bathe and dress for
Literally the
occasion.
entire
Once I'm
everything
presentable,
started by
I'll call the
Baelish.
reception immediately.
Chaos.
Is a ladder.
Would you shut up?
I can't sleep until I say the names.
The names of every fucking person in Westeros.
Only the ones I'm going to kill.
It's as good a thing as any to keep a person going. Better than most. We come across my brother. Maybe we can both cross a name off a list.
I'm almost done. Only one name left.
Go on.
The Hound.
She's a psychopath. I knew she was gonna do that. Like, look at her look over. He's like, the fuck, girl.
Frank, you pregnant?
What? No, I told you, Lord Tyrion and I never
asking about Tyrion. What have you let Peter do with your body?
Unless I know,
Your young, pretty body.
Nothing, I'm a virgin.
Don't lie to me.
You're hurting me.
I'll know if you lie.
I'm a virgin, I swear it. He loves you, Aunt Lysa. All he says is that I'm a stupid little girl with stupid dreams who never learns, and I'm a terrible liar, so I should always tell the truth. And I swear to you that he's never touched me, not once, not ever.
It's all right. It will all be all right. You'll be a widow soon. They'll execute that dwarf for murdering the king, and you'll be free to marry Robin. You'll be the Lady of the Vale.
Robin? The little kid?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Cousin.
Oh, what's wrong with this show? Well, that's her plan. It's not.
Yeah.
Littlefinger's plan. She's even more fucked up.
Who taught you that shite?
The greatest swordsman who ever lived. S04, the first sword to the Sea Lord of Bravos.
Greasy-head little bastard of it. They all are.
What do you know about anything?
I bet his hair's greasier than Joffrey's cunt.
It was not.
Was? You dead?
Yes.
How?
He was killed.
Who by?
Meryn Trant. That's why Sir Meryn's
Meryn Trant. The greatest swordsman who ever lived, killed by Meryn fucking Trant.
He was outnumbered.
Killed by Meryn fucking
Trant. A sword could beat 3 Meryn Trant.
Syrio didn't have a sword. Or armor, just a stick.
The greatest swordsman who ever lived didn't have a sword. All right, you have a sword. Let's see what he taught you. Go on, do it for your verbose friend.
Do it for your verbose.
Dead like all the rest of your friends.
Oh.
Your friend's dead, and Meryn Trant's not. Because Trant had armor and a big fucking sword.
Gods love their stupid jokes, don't they?
Which joke is that?
You're a Prince of Dawn, a legendary fighter, a brilliant man feared throughout Westeros. But you could not save your sister. I'm a Lannister, queen for 19 years, daughter of the most powerful man alive. But I could not save my son. What good is power if you cannot protect the ones you love?
We can avenge them.
No.
Did you remove the skin?
No, my lady.
Have you ever cooked rabbit before?
No, my lady.
Did you ever cook anything for Lord Tyrion?
No, my lady. That was the cook's.
Whilst in Lord Tyrion's service, did you ever do anything remotely related to combat?
I killed a man.
Who?
King's guard. He tried to kill Lord Tyrion at the Blackwater.
How did you kill a Kingsguard?
I pushed a spear through the back of his head.
Help me with these straps.
It's waiting for you. We have to find it. You have to make it.
We will.
This isn't the end. Not for you. Not yet.
How will we know the end?
You'll know. I saw you die tonight. I saw your body burn. I saw the snow fall and bury your bones.
Here, the Night's Watch.
Nice. John's fighting like a badass now.
He's always been like one of the big badass.
Oh my god! Yeah! Yeah, Brad! He can drum over and snap his neck.
Get his knife. Cut me loose.
Oh!
Get his knife. Cut me loose, Hodor. Jojen, Mira, free them.
What? Dude, that's huge. I never saw that coming. I did not think he was gonna die.
Locke?
Yeah, Locke. I mean, especially as badass as character as he built.
You know what's wrong with honor?
Oh, thank goodness. Damn, he still disarmed John though. He was badass. Oh. Jesus. Ooh. Poor girl. She's like, alright, in front of her. Blood all on her and stuff.
I missed you, boy. What should we do with this lot?
It's not safe for you here on your own. Mance Raider has an army heading this way, and there's worse out there than Mance.
Craster beat us, and worse. Your brother Crows beat us, and worse. We'll find our own way. Burn it to the ground. And all the dead with it.
Just keep burning. That was good. I like that. That was
Yeah.
good. Locke dying was I didn't see that coming.
Well,
That
there's
was
a
big
few
surprise.
things that were big surprises in this episode.
Yeah. What was the other?
Littlefinger.
Oh
and
yeah,
Liza.
Littlefinger and Liza. That's right. Oh yeah. Oh my God.
That was a huge
I forgot
fucking
that was so
revelation.
much earlier. Yeah. He killed John Aaron. She killed John Aaron.
Yeah. So actually,
he started everything.
Speaking of Orissa, like this is her comment. She's like, "So finally, after season 1, when asked, Joey said Cersei and the Lannisters were the ones most responsible for Ned's death because they killed Jon Arryn. Now we find out that they didn't. In fact, they had nothing to do with Jon's death. So now that we know that Littlefinger and Liza were responsible for killing Jon,
I've always hated Liza, so this is easy.
blaming the not only were they responsible for killing Jon, but she blamed the Lannisters because she sent
was
Raven to her
and she was
sister.
so mad about it too, and she knew.
She blamed the Lannisters, blaming Tyrion for the assassination attempt, Tyrion's trial in the Eyrie, making Ned feel safe only to betray him, creating the Lannister-Tyrell alliance, and now murdering Joffrey, Littlefinger. So, what would you say now? Who's most responsible for Ned's death?
Littlefinger. Oh man!
I mean, that was kind of like leading the witness, but
Littlefinger killed it, man.
Like as we said in the middle of the episode, like Littlefinger kind of did like everything,
and he knew about it the entire time, which is the craziest part. While he's walking around so calmly.
Yeah.
I wonder what Varys started.
Yeah, so basically responsible for everything since Ned's death, the war overall, and everything that's happened since the beginning of season 1.
Oh man, Littlefinger. I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
I mean, he kept warning everyone.
Varys did say that Littlefinger is like one of the most dangerous men, and like if you give him an army,
No, yeah, he's got an army and he's got an impenetrable castle.
He just married Liza.
Yeah. Oh man.
And Liza decided to still be crazy and be like, Sansa, like, why was he...
I think he's gonna kill Liza. And
Okay.
I think he's gonna marry Sansa. Try to marry Sansa.
Okay.
And take the key to the north. And also, I think he wants to be with her too. Now that she's older, obviously.
But if he killed Liza, then he wouldn't have control of the Vale. It would be Robin Arryn. Robin Arryn is the heir to the Vale.
What if Sansa and Robin were married?
They'd have to take back the North, but...
Yeah, well, I don't know. He wants to be with her there, I know that. So I don't know
Right.
on what level, though, he's going to do that. But she's his main prize right now.
Okay. So, also Arissa wants to know, now that Sansa's in the Vale, is she actually better off than before she was in King's Landing?
Yeah.
A lot better, yeah.
Yeah,
She's
still. At the moment, even though it's still very dangerous, still better.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
She had no friends,
Belongsless wants to know what Littlefinger's game in the Vale is. Like, what's his end game? I mean, you kind of already touched on it a little bit, but...
He needs to keep gaining power, so maybe the Greyjoys.
The Greyjoys are west of that, but, I mean...
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of who hasn't been, like, who he can still rally, because he'd either have to retake the North.
Okay.
He'd either have to get the Greyjoys to help him, to have a little sea presence, to be able to start moving around more.
Okay.
Or he'd have to... Unless...
So you think he has ambitions above the Vale, like now that he's got an art?
Oh yeah, he wants the entire kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah, he wants all set. He wants to rule all set.
Okay, so what's his next play then?
His very next play is to betray the Lannisters.
Okay.
With the Martells. Or the Martells with the
Tyrells.
Yeah.
Because the Tyrell... Well, I mean, that kind of already happened with Joffrey.
Yeah, it kind of already happened. It's going to continue to happen, though.
Okay.
I don't know how, though, but they will.
Okay. So you don't know how specifically, but he's going to have the Tyrells fuck with the Lannisters a little bit more. Okay. Speaking of the Lannisters, we're still on Belongsless's questions. The Lannisters are broke, and the Crown owes the Iron Bank a lot. What do you think about that situation?
That's Littlefinger's play, I think, and he was the master coin. He did that on purpose,
Yeah,
which
just
is
like
so smart.
Keep on getting debt. Keep on getting debt.
Oh yeah.
The Crown owes so much money.
And then he needs the Tyrells. He needs the Tyrells.
Yeah.
And so if the Tyrells just say, no, we're not going to do this, no, we'd rather not. Because she even said she doesn't think of she
like,
was a maritime.
everyone always says the Iron Bank gets their due. The Iron Bank, like...
Exactly. So technically, if the Tyrells proposition the Iron Bank to say that, hey, they're not going to be able to pay their bet, they're coming for us to try to get money to pay you guys, how about we pay you guys some money and we just take them out together?
Okay.
And then the Tyrells get into power that way.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then, so you already, belongs to Alyssa's last question. We already saw Cersei trying to influence the trial a little bit, but Tywin's like, I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah, and then she went to the other judge, one of the other judges.
Right, to Oberyn.
Yeah.
So, what do you think her plan is to try and... what she wants.
Well, she wants Tyrion dead, and I don't even think she truly feels that Tyrion was the one who killed Joffrey, but she wants him dead for taking away her Marcella. But arguably, even though it was to fuck with her, Tyrion sent her away to keep her safe too, kind of. Even though everyone thought, well, I don't know. I guess technically,
well, there was a lot of tensions between Lannisters and Dorne, but technically she's Marcella Baratheon, not Marcella Lannister. But well, I mean. Technically,
yeah, but I feel like he knew the Dornish wouldn't necessarily fuck with her. I really don't think he would have. I don't see Tyrion in his good fucking with a little girl and sending her to a horrible place
just to piss off
Cersei. So I think he genuinely thought she was in a better place over there than to live with her crazy ass mother and around Joffrey. Because imagine who Joffrey would have had her marry off eventually, or who knows. So
right. All right. People are basically asking, a lot of people are asking, what do you see happening with Tyrion's trial? How do you see that going?
He'll get out of it by...
So there won't even be a trial?
There either won't even be a trial fully, or there will be a trial, but either way it'll be by Jaime's hand who stops it, and it'll be the final split between Jaime and Cersei.
Okay.
That'll be like the final shot between them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's going to choose Tyrion over Cersei.
Over Cersei.
Okay. All right. So now we're out over to Subby. I didn't have a chance because I just got home from work. I didn't have a chance to organize all the questions. So actually, I'm going to just take this away just in case, just so he doesn't.
I know you guys think I'm looking. I'm just
he's not actually looking at the screen, but I'm just going to go by person. So we might be kind of jumping over some topics. Subby Nakvi just basically wants... it kind of goes over all the Littlefinger stuff that he's done again, and the Chaos is a ladder, so if you want to just... Because we talked about it during the episode, but if you want to talk about...
Yeah, I mean, he set everything into place to pretty much climb through all that chaos and make... Because it's not chaos to him, it's chaos to everyone else. To him, it's just pawn moves.
Okay.
And so he knows what should be happening. He knows what is happening. That's why I know he wanted the Tyrells to be reliant on, or the Tyrells to help out the Lannisters, and Lannisters to be reliant on the Tyrells. That way they could then betray them. You can't betray someone if they're not reliant on you.
Right.
and that's what I'm learning in this show too. And
you can't stab someone in the back if they're always like
if their
attention's on you.
Exactly. You know? And so to get close to them, you have to give them something that they really want. Wait until they really want that, and then hit them from that side, and then hit them from somewhere else too. Yeah. And so Littlefinger's about to fuck some stuff up here pretty soon. But again, everyone's forgetting, and I'm just a man at the north, but winter is coming, and so I don't know what the hell all these people are tripping about, because it does not even matter right now at all.
Right, all this little squabbling of the War of Five Kings, which like now 3 of them are dead.
Yeah, 2 kings really.
Yeah,
and so
well, I mean, I guess Tommen kind of replaced Joffrey.
Yeah, so the War of 3
Three Kings.
Still, either way, and I don't even know if we can arguably really still call Stannis a king. Like,
right.
Even though he is, like, how much power does he really have besides Melisandre? Right. So, anyways.
Well, Melisandre is a decent wild
Who's the other king then? Oh,
Balon Greyjoy.
Oh, Balon Greyjoy, actually, I'm sure. We're not coming to Daenerys. Yeah, Balon Greyjoy. Yeah. He's been awfully quiet. I don't know what he's planning. Something they're gonna bring them back hard.
Well, you already know that Yara's planning
going
to save
rescue
Theon. She took like 50 of the best fighters to do a rescue mission for Theon.
But now realizing he sent what's his name to Moat Cailin?
Well, yeah. Roose Bolton sent Ramsay.
Yeah, but I didn't know
to take Moat Cailin from the.
There's a chance. I don't know if this happened, but there's a chance that he might take him with him to Moat Cailin.
I think Roose Bolton told him to take
Theon. Yeah, Reek. So then that's what I'm saying. So then she'd either have to know that he's going to Moat Cailin, or when she gets to, because she was supposed to go to Dreadfort, he's not going to be there. Exactly. And so I think so that'll be her next thing, and then she'll just have to go find him, and then which in turn is even helping because they need to retake Moat Cailin anyways, because I think they're going to get it taken by Ramsay, and then it's going to be untaken by Yara.
Okay.
What was I going to say? Oh, but I'm curious to see what their move is, because right now they're just kind of like squandering in the north. They're not really making any moves yet that I can see.
Yep. Montana Donaldson wants to know what you think about Pod and Brienne as a team. Do you think that they will find Sansa, and will Pod learn a few things from Brienne?
Oh, he'll learn a lot from Brienne. Already he's learning from Brienne. I don't know if they're the most conventional team in the world, but I'm rooting for them right now so far.
She was very dismissive of him at first, but then when she found out that he actually killed someone in battle, like a Kingsguard.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's the moment where she's like, all right,
okay,
fine, help me with my armor.
Exactly. So it's all right, we'll see. So they're getting together a little bit better, but I don't know, they're not meshing the way I want them to mesh exactly right yet, but they will, I'm sure.
Montana Donaldson also wants to know if Robin still annoys you.
Robin? Oh, yeah, Robin Aaron? Oh, my God, yeah, and even more so now. I feel bad. No, I'm not going to say it. We have a little bit of a following. I don't want to just bash this actor. He's starting off new. I'm such a dick. I'm going to say it. We're all men here and women. So I don't like the kid's acting. No offense to the kid. I know it's a hard position for him to be put in because he's growing up as he has to continue to be this character who he's not. But this transition between when we saw him as a younger crazy kid, which he did an amazing job as him, because I really did hate him, and like for me to like a random ass kid for me to hate that's great acting, I feel like he's trying too hard now to be that same character. So it doesn't matter, but it does take it away a little bit from the character.
It takes you a little bit out of the moment.
Because I can feel the acting from it, but maybe he'll get it. I mean, like I said, he hasn't even shot in probably an entire season.
Yeah.
So that would mean that he didn't shoot.
That's actually a very good point.
That's
maybe even 2 seasons. Maybe that was season 1.
Yeah. So maybe. Oh my God. So that's 2 seasons. This kid has not been around. So that's better part of 2.5 years probably in between because he wasn't at the end of the season. So, anyways, I'm not judging. I mean, I am judging this kid. But, like, I'm not trying to say, like, it's anything. I completely understand how hard that would have to be, especially with the prowess of the show's grown.
Finding,
like,
great child actors
the difference,
is so tough.
and also the difference between being on this show, Game of Thrones Season 1, and being on this show, Game of Thrones Season 5.
So much
Season 4 is already up. Yeah. I mean, that the pressure on that kid. But, anyways, if I seem hesitant on that kid, it's just because of that. That's why. But the character himself, fuck that kid. It's crazy.
Montana Donaldson wants to know how you think Marcella is doing in Dorne. Was Oberyn telling the truth?
Yes.
That they don't hurt little kids.
I don't think they hurt little kids in Dorne. Maybe it's just because I'm really trying to find a new party to like, and I'm really liking the Dornish people so far.
Yeah, no, like Oberyn just like splashed, like episode 1 of season 4. He's just like,
Oberyn, boom, fucking everybody, literally just cutting people. So great,
made a
Oberyn.
huge splash. Sorry we're jumping all over the place, but so again, still Montana Donaldson. The Hound makes fun of Arya's water dancing. Who do you think is a better teacher, Syrio or the Hound?
I think Syrio. The Hound is teaching her a lot, though. Because you have to have a mix of the world and Syrio as well. You have to have a mix of the art and realism, I think.
Right, because, she's got a very thin frame, so she can't really learn the whole, like, hack and
slash.
No,
but I think
she's got to be quick.
But I think him being, like, not fighting, you have to fight kind of dirty sometimes, and you have to fight, like, So I think he'll teach her some stuff, but I think Syrio is definitely a better teacher.
Yeah.
The first sword of Bravos.
Liz wants to know how you think Tommen will be as king. Will Marjorie be able to, Cersei was already kind of talking about, maybe, you talk to your father, I'll talk to my father. Maybe 3rd time's a charm.
Yeah.
Because she married Renly.
Yeah.
He died.
Yeah.
She married Joffrey.
She's had a bad luck so far with husbands.
But Tommen seems to be a lot more level-headed than the previous 2.
Hopefully. I wouldn't even mind seeing Tommen in power for the moment, but it's just, like I said, I think there's going to be some type of betrayal that will put the Lannisters out of power in King's Landing.
Okay.
I feel like the Lannisters' time is numbered at the moment.
Okay. Actually, since we're still on that note, even Cersei was admitting that, like, Joffrey was a shame of the family.
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe not shame. Yeah, definitely a shame.
Yeah.
So, like thoughts on that? Like, was she trying to, like, get Marjorie to admit it, being like, you know what Joffrey was?
I think kind of. I was trying to see what her play was there. I don't think she really wanted Tommen to marry Marjorie. Like, was it just they hadn't had her and her dad talked yet before that scene?
Marjorie and her dad?
No,
or
Cersei and her dad. Sorry.
About
needing to marry Loras in a fortnight. Remember, in a fortnight.
I think that was a scene after. Okay, so that was when they were talking. That was when they were talking about the Iron Bank. And shit. Like, we need the freaking Tyrells.
So then before then she wouldn't have necessarily known about that. So I don't know what her motivation was for like trying to. But it shows that Joffrey's more and more dead. I'm probably at 80-20 now that Joffrey's fully dead. Like, so
you're still at 20% chance that Joffrey might come back.
Fuck that! I got 20%.
I love it.
I don't trust this shit. But right now I'm comfortably sitting back down from my immediate awe, I guess would be the best way to describe it.
So Movie Lover Fan 18 wants to know that if you think that Arya and the Hound are going to, they're headed to the Eyrie. will we finally have a Stark reunion? Because we were so close with Jon and Bran.
No.
Okay.
I think they'll get to the Eyrie and have to leave immediately.
Okay.
Before even getting to inside.
Okay.
Because once they get inside, there's no way they're leaving. But I think like they'll get to those gates by those guys and like turn around from there or something.
Okay. Any particular reason why?
No, I can't figure that out right yet.
Okay.
But I know it's going to be that's where they're going to stop. That's why they even showed that place.
Oh, it's like that's why they even showed the gate.
Yeah, that's why they even showed the gate in the first place. Is to
well, it also was showing how
well, yeah, and also yeah.
I mean,
I think
like like built in the mountains and like
that's why it's because like the strongest strongholds are the ones that are built around natural.
Yeah,
you know, if you can use the sea
and if
right
Littlefinger
way,
has that.
Oh my god, that's huge. And but I still don't know on the map where the Vale lies compared to everything.
It's you remember when we were playing the game where Moat Cailin was?
Yeah.
You know how there's that little river? It's basically to like the east.
Towards
where the fingers were.
Going closer towards
basically the direction you were fighting towards. Like I went on the left side of the river and you were on the right side of the river. If you had gone a little bit farther east, like to the right, you would have pretty much hit the Vale.
On the other side of the river.
Yeah.
I see. So that's going towards almost like the Tyrells and also King's Landing.
No, to the Baratheon.
This way. So yeah,
right.
So we're looking. Okay, I was thinking where I'm looking on the board. You're saying
yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. So yeah, so the other way. Okay, so then going towards the Baratheons and going towards.
Yeah, you know how in the Narrow Sea that like it was touching all of those spaces.
Yeah.
Like, the Vale is over there.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Movie Lover Fan just wants to point out one of the comments that someone made. When you said that after episode 2 that when Cersei asked Brienne if she loved Jaime, Brienne should have you were like, she shouldn't have said no, she should have said something. And one of the comments below said the perfect response would have been like, only like a brother.
Saucy. That was a good one.
Saucy.
I like Movie Lover Fan is a fan of the quips. I like the quips.
Yes.
Funny quips.
So the last two things that we probably need to hit down. We've kind of touched on Bran and Jon a little bit. We'll head over there and then we'll head over to Dany.
Okay.
So Locke. That was a big thing.
Dead.
Locke is dead.
Whoa. So, really did I not? Because you get caught. I mean, I'm sure you guys all did the same when you were watching the show. You're like, I know a few characters that definitely aren't going to die just because there's no way. And they're like, never mind. It was like, you're dead. And so I would have to say there's 100%. 100%. I did not think he was going to die.
His whole mission was to find Bran. And he found Bran. And he was like this close to...
I thought it was going to be like... I don't even know. I thought he was going to get I thought he was either going to escape or fail and Bran still run away and still be trying to betray Jon, and go back and try to just escape from there and go back and tell Roose Bolton. I never thought that they would take away Roose Bolton's first hand man like that. I mean, that's dope too how they took him away, especially with Bran being able to control Hodor and choke him out, especially with Bran being much more comfortable with that and not being so drained after. So that was just a huge scene.
Yeah, a lot of people were asking about Hodor.
Huge scene, because that's Bran getting way more comfortable with controlling a person. I know, and I guess they're saying maybe because his mind's maybe simpler, so maybe easier to control. But either way,
you think he might be able to develop it?
To develop it to where he could, sadly, I mean, it's fucked up to think Hodor's just a tool for him to use, but Hodor is a huge, with giant blood and really, really strong, and when he broke chains off a wall, and so choked a guy from just holding. He killed with one hand. He killed Locke. He just grabbed him and choked him out and snapped his neck on his
I'm debating whether or not to tell you a fan theory about. No, okay.
Is it gonna spoil something? Because I'm curious.
No. Well, the thing is, the fact that I just said that it doesn't spoil anything actually would
gives me the opposite.
Would tell you that this actually isn't a thing. So never mind. I won't go into it.
I can't wait to hear all the fan theories when I'm done with everything. I really would love, because I have all these theories and you guys get to
So Alibaba Pierce wants to know what you think Jojen Reed seeing his own hand burning meant.
The largest fire that the West will ever see. I think he'll burn during that fire that Mance Rayder will light.
Okay, so you think Jojen Reed's gonna burn when Mance Rayder lights the fire that the whole North, the biggest fire the North will ever see.
That, or it's something with Lord of Light, which is.
I hope like fucking Jojen.
Which is fucking Jojen.
Don't you do that?
Don't you go that way? So it's either Lord of Light or it's the. Those are the only two fire references that I can really think of why he would need to be burnt. Or that on the way he's like taken as a White Walker or taken as a White, and then they have to burn him like because he's gonna turn, and like that's like a defining moment for everyone to have to burn Jojen. So it's either that or the Mance Raider thing.
Okay. Angela S. So, after Bran used his powers to warg into Hodor as a means of protecting himself, Hodor didn't really seem to like it. He saw the violence on his hands.
Yeah, he was. That's what I was saying. I really don't hope he doesn't keep doing that.
So, yeah, Bran has to be careful with...
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't. Because, I mean, you're making people do something that they didn't want to do, and I'm sure Hodor doesn't want to hurt people. That's obviously why he didn't hurt people before when he's, like, you know, he's a peaceful person. So, that's fucked up that he had to do that, but he had to do that as well. So, I want to know where Shaggy Dog is. Not Shaggy Dog.
Shaggy Dog.
The one that fell.
Oh, right.
The pit. Summer. I want to know where Summer is because now Ghost has found Summer's not. Maybe that'll be the next scene is where they're like finding Summer.
Right. And I forgot who it was, but they wanted to ask your thoughts on Bran making the decision to go north to the tree instead of...
you have to at that point, but this doesn't matter. Once they know it's at stake.
Know their destiny.
They know their destiny, and they know that if they were to go with Jon, everything would still come.
That was now off BITW, by the way. Thank you for that question.
BITW. Very good. So yeah, so I think they have to. I mean, it's not even that. I didn't hesitate at all when I was thinking what I'd want him to do. Definitely go to the Raven. I was scared that he wasn't going to go to the Raven.
Ahmad Diab just wants to say that it looked like you were masturbating in episode 2 when Joffrey was dying.
Oh,
because like I had the screen covering like because you know how the video is like showing right here, and it was like covering this part, and you were like, "Ugh!"
Oh like, yeah. I was kind of mad in my head. I masturbated when I got home. Not to like make it too graphic, but.
Hi, Joey's mom.
3 times off of that. 3 times. She heard. I'm just kidding. It's a loud, walled thin. Joffrey's death.
Oh my god.
I needed him to die. It was almost like it was a build-up because I had it. I was like, ah! And then I was like, I don't know if he's dead yet though, and I just worked myself back down. So don't worry.
Do I have to edit this out?
Maybe we'll see. I don't know. But when I can finally rest in his death, which maybe we never, sadly, but at the moment.
Okay. And then let's head over to Dany. A lot of people are basically asking on your thoughts of her staying in Slaver's Bay, being like, you know what, I freed these people, and you know you're telling me to go to Westeros, but then this will just go back to the way it was.
It's true, and because like, what's the point then at that point, you know? And she's just using people at that point, and like not caring about the people. But she's gonna have to figure out a way to like sustain that and keep them fighting for themselves, which is gonna take. Okay. So for her to actually do what she's trying to say she wants to do, unless there's some like trick way that like she's just gonna come up with, and they have like a pretty thoughtful out, it's gonna be an out, and so they're just gonna either pretend that everything's okay, because like everyone thought everything was okay until they told us that it wasn't okay. But I'm just scared that they're gonna make it dumb, because for her to get those things accomplished takes time, like years and years to establish. Like, I mean, that's what we do in foreign affairs now, like. You know, just like in our actual real life with countries fighting. I mean, dealing with when a country comes into a different country and then pulls out, there's like infrastructure that's left shattered. And so, I don't know. I want her to stay there and like grow with power and grow with, but she's gonna have to. I don't know what she's gonna do. She has to show
like
something.
The timetable seems to be slowing down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, if she does that, if she stays, then yeah, that slowed down a lot.
You were predicting that she was going to be making landfall this season.
No, she won't anymore.
Okay.
She'll be staying over there.
Granted, you've been saying that, Daenerys will be here like in season 2. Daenerys will
That's
be here.
That's what I'm saying. Unless there's something that like makes her just out of nowhere like snap and just like immediately be able to go across, and like everything else, like she can just handle it from like both fly dragons can like. She can be in 2 places at once by like
because dragons are a big deal. Because like 10,000 isn't enough to take over King's Landing, but take over the realms. But 10,000 and 3 dragons.
Yeah, and I don't know how fast they can fly, so maybe that changes things for her. I don't know, but bar that, she's not going to be leaving anytime soon. It may even come after the winter.
Yeah, like, and how big these 3 dragons were compared to the other 3 dragons when Aegon did his conquest.
And how long that's going to take for those dragons to grow to that size, if they even will grow to that size. Yeah, there's a lot that's still... But it's not going to be quick is my point. Unless there's some out, and hopefully not a shitty out, but unless there's some out that the writers wrote in or George R. R. Martin, she's not going to be leaving anytime soon now. Which I don't mind. I don't like... See, I didn't need her in Westeros right now anyways with her. I'm fine where she's at right now doing what she's doing.
Cool. Anything else stick out from the episode?
Finger? No, I think Jon Snow's fighting badass now.
Yeah.
Even better and better and better and better. And so hopefully he continues to fight, especially now fighting somebody close range like that.
Yeah.
He's learning, Jon Snow.
But he knows nothing.
But you know nothing, Jon Snow.
All right. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good place to end. So we're going to get into episode 6 right now. Thanks for watching and see you next time.